Hi folks, Mark here, and in this brief video I'm going to take a look at the 5 Nato straps that were sent to me from a company based out of Austin, Texas called Barton watch bands. Now if you haven't seen my previous video, I did an unboxing of what they sent me through. They sent me 10 bands to try out. This isn't a paid for video, it's not sponsored. This is literally my thoughts and opinions, my personal thoughts and opinions on what they've sent me through. They got in contact and said, would I like to check some of their stuff out? I said, sure. And this is basically some of what they sent me. And as I say, these are the 5 Nato straps. They also sent me another 5 more kind of standard, traditional watch bands, which you would attach via the lugs, removing the spring bars that are currently in place on this Spectre limited edition Amiga Seamaster 300. But I thought it would be a good idea, without having to go through the rigmarole of taking out the pins and then adding stuff in, taking stuff out. I thought, seeing as the spring bars are already in there from the Nato strap that I have from Amiga, which I usually wear with this watch, I thought I'd try out the Nato straps first. So, in order of basically the unboxing video that I did, this was the order that the straps came out of the box. So we have the black leather Nato strap, we have kind of a suede effect Nato strap, and then 3 fabric very traditional in look and feel Nato straps. So in this particular video I'm going to start by looking at this, the one on the far left, which is the black leather Nato strap from Barton watch bands. This is a 22mm width Nato strap. Now for any watch aficionados out there, or anyone who's in the know about the specifications for the Seamaster 300, or the Spectre limited edition, the actual lug width is 21mm, but Barton do sizes that kind of range from 2mm increments, so you get like 18, 20, 22, etc. But their size guide does recommend that you would be able to use a 22mm nylon Nato strap rather on a 21mm width lug, so that's all good. And you will have seen, maybe if you did watch my first video, the unboxing, I did actually attach this by way of example to show what it would look like and what these other Nato straps would look like. I did attach it to the Spectre limited edition in that video. I did put it on the wrong way around though, which was an oversight. So just to give you a brief overview, what I'll do is I'll move these Nato straps off to one side for now, because we'll come back to them at a later time. But for now we'll just focus on this, the Spectre limited edition, and this rather nice black leather Nato strap. So as you can see, it's leather, it's very soft, very supple. The stitching and the finish is top quality. I'm really impressed with this, as you will have no doubt seen in previous posts. And what we're going to do is, by way of attaching this, it's going to go on this way round. So I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time by getting it the wrong way around, but we kind of start off by undoing this section here. Now you'll see there's a loop. Now this is a feature of Nato straps really, that once you've got this attached to your watch, if for whatever reason during your day-to-day activities going about your business, if one of these spring bars popped out, you would expect normally your watch would fly off your wrist and hit the floor, or whatever, and you could perhaps do some damage to it. However, the advantage of using a Nato strap is that there is a double loop in effect, which means that if one spring bar was to pop off, this would still be attached to your wrist, so the watch wouldn't go anywhere. So we'll show you how this attaches. This kind of threads through the first top section here, and what we're going to do is leave about 1.5 centimeters between where these two pieces meet and the apex in effect, and the rest of the Nato strap. So we want about 1.5 centimeters, so that looks fine. And then what we're going to do is thread this through the other end as well. It's a shame to cover up, I'll just actually show you, it's a shame to cover up the sapphire crystal that is on the underside of this watch, which enables you to see the inner workings of the watch, because there is something quite hypnotic about watching that spring bar, tension wheel rather, kind of rotating and oscillating. as it goes, and obviously you can see the movement there because this is an automatic watch. But anyway, to wear a Nato strap, sadly we do have to cover that up, so we just thread this through the other end, and that gets on there. And then what we're going to do is also thread through this second loop here. So as you can see, that's basically what a Nato strap does. So it kind of protects you, gives you a little bit of extra peace of mind that it's the watch isn't going to fly off your wrist should a spring bar fail. So in terms of looks, that's what the watch is going to look like on that leather strap. I'm really impressed with that. You've kind of got some black bits of the underside, this kind of the suede, the softer side, flaking off there. That's to be expected on any new kind of leather strap like this. But I'm really impressed with that. It looks great. The colours work really well. Obviously, you've got the black liquid metal around the bezel and the black face of the watch there, or it's very dark at least. And it works well with the black leather. So I'll pop it on my wrist and give you a view of what that looks like. But yeah, so far, very impressed. So once it's on the wrist, this is the look of the black leather Nato strap on the Spectre limited edition. It's really comfortable. I'm very pleased with that. It's because the leather is soft, it doesn't dig into your skin. And Barton basically do different sizes and different lengths of Nato strap. So you can get longer ones, shorter ones, or middle of the range ones. I don't have huge wrists, so I don't need a really long Nato strap, so I kind of went for the middle of the range, and that fits perfectly. As you can see, by the time I've got the buckle done up, where the strap comes through on the other side, it kind of fits perfectly. It doesn't come into contact with the watch itself, and I don't have to then fold it back over on itself as perhaps you do on Nato straps in general when they're a bit longer. But overall, as I say, really pleased with that. Very comfortable to wear. It's very comfortable on the wrist. It doesn't add much more thickness or height off the wrist to your watch. No more than a normal fabric Nato strap, or the one that actually came with this particular Omega does. So yeah, really pleased, really impressed. I don't know if I'm going to do a video for each Nato strap once I start wearing them. As I say, I'm going to wear this for about a week or so, see how I get on, and then switch over to the next one in line, which was the suede effect Nato strap, which looks very nice as well. Or whether I'm just going to bunch all these reviews into one big video at the end of my time trying out these bands. But yeah, no, really pleased, really impressed. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, please click the thumbs up button, please subscribe. I've also put links to my Instagram and Twitter accounts in the description below, as well as a link to Barton's website, so you can go and check them out for yourselves. They've got some really nice items on there and some nice bits that they do. But until next time, thanks very much for watching, and do leave any comments or suggestions or even questions that you might have in the comments section below. Thanks very much.